How's it going? It's time for your Monday Night Raw review. Of course, it's not Monday, it's Thursday. I'm sorry. Thanksgiving. I had a video posted on YouTube, and it was 19 minutes, and they said it was too long, and it rejected it. So I have to shorten it up. So I'm not going to use my notes. I'm going to go off what I remember. And if that's not good enough, well, oh well. Anyways, we start off the show with CM Punk coming out. He has the new title, which I think is awesome for WWE. I think that he needs to do everything he can to piss John Laurinaitis off, because I hate him. Anyways, I think they need to get a new Raw interim general manager, and CM Punk thinks the same thing. In fact, that was the first thing that he wanted to do. He called John Laurinaitis a douchebag, and also he told John Laurinaitis that he had no imagination, no anything as far as that's concerned. And John Laurinaitis countered with, "I'm going to put you in a match with Dolph Ziggler," because that made complete and total fucking sense. And CM Punk called him on it. He said that the fans don't want to see me with Dolph Ziggler. They want to see Ryder with Dolph Ziggler. And Laurinaitis said, well, Zack Ryder's going to be wrestling against Alberto Del Rio. Again, because that made sense. Anyways, John Laurinaitis said that CM Punk couldn't beat Dolph Ziggler. Sorry, working. Anyways, John Laurinaitis said that he didn't think CM Punk could beat Dolph Ziggler, that he wasn't good enough, and we'll talk about that match later when I get to it. Next matchup, now this one made me laugh because Alberto Del Rio just went from champion to first match of the night, which is basically the warm-up of the show. Let's get things started. And I gotta be honest, it didn't get it started to a good toll. Del Rio basically dominated Ryder, and I am not a fan of that because I am a broski. I am a fan of the Ryder Revolution, and I think Ryder should have kicked his ass. I think it would have been salt and wounds, and I think it would have been perfect. But he didn't. Del Rio got him in the cross arm breaker and held it a little longer than he should have. Anyways, Del Rio won the match. Next up was, I think, Sheamus and Jack Swagger. Sheamus at Survivor Series ended up getting disqualified from the Survivor Series match because he kept beating Jack Swagger and did not listen to the ref. So Jack Swagger demanded a match, and the match was a complete and total fail because Sheamus still beat him. Bro kicked him, knocked him out, won the match, walked out the ring smiling. What else? We had Big Show come out tonight talking about Survivor Series and calling basically Mark Henry a little bitch for getting disqualified for disqualifying because he thought he was going to lose the match, which he was. And so Big Show told him that he's glad he almost broke his ankle. He hoped he broke his ankle, and when he comes back, he's got the WMD coming for him. Now, before that, we saw a promo for Kane. I know it was for Kane because it was very dark and dank and nobody understood what it was. But at the end of it, you see Kane's mask falling to the ground. So I'm hoping that they'll bring back Kane and that'll be a better rivalry against Mark Henry. We had Cody Rhodes come out and wrestle Santino Marella, and honestly, I was not surprised by this match at all. He did not cheat. I will be the first to advocate. He did not cheat. He did not go over his boundaries of destroying him and hurting him. He beat him. He was better than him. It's that simple. He won the match. Now, after the match, he went down and asked Booker T if he thought he really couldn't hear him when Booker T was talking shit about him, and if he thought that he didn't watch the shows. Well, he threw water in Booker T's face, and you know what? I'm glad, because Booker T is one of the flip-floppiest little bitches you'll ever see, and he needs to take a point and stick with it. When Cody Rhodes came up, he said, I ain't got no problem with you, man. I ain't got no beef with you. No, that's bullshit, man. You say, yeah, you know what? I don't like your fucking attitude. Lose it. Either way, there was no Divas match tonight. No Divas match because I personally believe that not many people are as interested in the Divas. I think that Kelly made it interesting. I think that Eve made it interesting. And I think that Beth Phoenix is not good for the Divas. I don't think she's a good Divas champion. I think she's a bitch. I think she I think her and Natalia are not pretty. I don't think that they are pin-up strong, because pin-up would imply that they're beautiful, and they're not. So, yeah. We get to our CM Punk and CM Punk and Dolph Ziggler match, and this match was honestly one of the best matches I've seen in a long time. It would have been perfect for the main event, but it wasn't. The main event was, if you want to get technical match-wise, was Wade Barrett versus Kofi Kingston. If you want to say everything else, it was John Cena remarking about Survivor Series. But this match was great. It was an awesome match. It was long enough, but not too long. It was technical mat wrestling, which is what I like to see. Dolph Ziggler tried to cheat once by holding the ropes to pin CM Punk, and CM Punk turned around and did it right back. Ziggler's downfall, though, was that he got angry and he started getting slippy. And Punk capitalized, got the go to sleep, and beat him. It's that simple. Punk is the better wrestler, and I fully believe that. Next match would have been Wade Barrett versus Kofi Kingston. Randy Orton came out halfway in this match to watch Barrett. This is a rivalry brewing, which I am glad, because that means that Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton are done with their rivalry. Thank you. Thank you, WWE, for killing that already dead rivalry. Anyways, Randy Orton came out to watch Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett basically dominated and obliterated Kofi Kingston. Kofi got in a couple of hits, but Wade Barrett beat him. The whole time Wade Barrett was pinning and doing these moves, he was staring directly at Randy Orton. After Randy Orton left when Wade Barrett won, he started walking around the ring, and Wade Barrett said, "Orton, in case you didn't hear it, the winner of this match is Wade Barrett." And Orton acted like he was going to come in the ring, and Wade Barrett didn't back up because he was going to fight. He backed up like a little bitch into the middle of the ring, and Orton just smiled and walked off. Now, for the end of the night, this is one of the best things I've seen in a long time. John Cena. Oh, I got something else I'll tell you after this. But anyways, John Cena came out to make his remark about Survivor Series and The Rock bottoming him. And if you watched my Survivor Series predictions, I predicted that The Rock would end up rock bottoming or people doing the people's elbow on him. And it happened. And I'm glad that they beat Miz and R-Truth. I'm glad that Miz and R-Truth are done. Basically, John Cena was talking about how The Rock hasn't lost it. Miz and R-Truth came out and said that John Cena's ego is getting in the way and he can't admit that he's not good anymore, and the crowd didn't like him, and they were saying, "Don't tag Cena, don't tag Cena." And yeah, you know what? Honestly, if it's a Rock and Cena match, they're going to want to see The Rock. He hasn't wrestled in 7 years, and I don't blame Cena for not being offended by that. And I actually think that shows the mark of a man. So, you know what? Fuck you, Miz. Either way, R-Truth started talking shit, and Cena told them to shut up. Told him, which this is the honest truth, that two things happened at Survivor Series. One, The Rock proved that he is not rusty whatsoever and he can still hold his own. And two, nobody cares about Awesome Truth anymore. They don't like them. And then he proceeded on to say that, then he told R-Truth that Miz thought he was a nut job that was following his coattails, and that R-Truth thought that Miz was a D-list, this is his words, not mine, a D-list actor whose greatest achievement was a second-rate reality show. I was rolling when he said that, because that's exactly what I think about him. Either way, as soon as he said that, he walked out the ring and said, "You guys don't need to be booing me, you guys need to be booing yourselves." So Miz and R-Truth started getting in a little scuffle in the middle of the ring, and blows came to blows. Miz pushed R-Truth. R-Truth punched Miz and knocked him down. Miz started backing up on his ass with his hand up, telling R-Truth to calm down like a little bitch. Said, "We need to go get John Cena. He's the one who's doing this. He's the one who's doing this." They get up the mat, they get up the ramp. At the top of the ramp, Miz basically grabs R-Truth from behind and gives him the skull-crushing finale on the steel and walks off. And that was the end of the show. What I forgot to tell you, Nash came out, talking about how the Clique were friends, and they chose friends over this, that, and the other, and it should have been Triple H and Nash against Cena and Rock at Survivor Series. It wasn't worth mentioning, and that's exactly why I forgot, because I personally believe that Nash has turned into a little bitch, and that he needs to quit complaining. And it's that simple. I mean, he's using entrance music that is from NWO, that is from Hogan, that Hogan has also used for Immortal on TNA. Get your own ring music, dude. He sounds like the retarded kid that bags your groceries at the store. Dude, enough. Stop talking. Either way, that is my review, and I sincerely hope that you guys enjoyed it. Sorry it sucked. I had a good one. I had a well thought out one, and it was already installed. It took me an hour and a half to actually upload to YouTube, and it didn't work. But, oh well, what can I say? YouTube didn't want it on there because it was too long. I do ask that, please, guys, subscribe. Subscribe. If you can't comment, because I noticed no one's been commenting, please, comment. I'm going to be dead honest with you. I have 2 subscribers. One is my fiance. So, I mean, to the one other subscriber, thank you. I appreciate you watching my videos and not having to, being subscribed to my page, even though you don't know me. And I would love to have more. So please, if you have any concerns, email me on YouTube. Email me on here. Comment on my thing. Subscribe to my page. I'll more than likely subscribe to yours. But please, just help a brother out here. I'm doing this because of you guys. Because the good guys aren't getting represented. So please. Also, I'm thinking about starting a vlog. I'm thinking about starting a video log once a week, maybe every Friday, and talk about my boring life, because the internet's free, YouTube's free, and I can post videos for free, and I can. So if you would like to watch videos of me talking about how boring my week has been, and laugh at me, or talk to me, anything, subscribe. Alright, thank you.